morning. All right, it's time once again for yet another episode of Color Commentary, where we give you views from a different side. I, of course, am your host, Taxmaster Rashad, and also I'm joined by my compadre, Mr. Chuck Taylor.
Chuck Taylor here, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Want to be all in your lives. Okay, yeah. Smile.
That's my Taskmaster, right, skeleton thing. Since they decided not to use a real skeleton, that's just what I'm doing. Today, guys, we're talking about Black Widow. Chuck and I have some very different opinions about this movie, and I think a lot of that was based off of expectations. One of us expected this movie to be very bad and was not excited about it at all, and was pleasantly surprised. The other person was very excited about this movie and was very disappointed. So we'll find out who's who in just this 1 second as my buddy Chuck Taylor gets rolling with our review on Scarlett Johansson's solo movie with the Marvel Universe, Black Widow. Go ahead and take it, Chuck Taylor.
I thought it was a decent movie. It was decent.
Chuck is the one.
I had moments that I really liked. I had moments I was like, why did they put this in here? And I had moments like, that was a letdown. I could have really, stuck the landing, or could have had a better finish on this particular part of the movie. And they kind of seemed like they were just like ready to be done with the movie by the end of it. It was like, okay, I think we're just, I don't even want to talk about, like, that's the only part I can say. Like, I enjoyed the movie to a certain extent. It just did not stick the landing at all. They had built it up pretty good. Had a little flat spots in the middle with the family stuff. I mean, it was kind of funny in little parts of it, but it got a little corny sometimes, especially with the dad. Like some of his little jokes and some of his stuff kind of got annoying after a while.
Right.
Like, they were cool at the beginning, but then they got like, okay, this dude's he's an idiot. Yes, he's an idiot. Just like Scarlett Johansson called him at the dinner table. But to me, I really enjoyed the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, I agree with that. The beginning was very good.
Seeing her backstory, seeing them kind of the little sleeper agents family, and then all that turned in right after, I guess, Civil War. They brought it like right after, I think she shot T'Challa in the chest, like literally like a couple hours after that.
Right.
That's when it started. So I guess we know T'Challa told on her. T'Challa told on you.
Yeah, he was trying to get Bucky, man. He killed his dad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Think he gonna keep that secret? Nah.
Nah. You need to get your girl, bro. You need to get your girl.
Right, exactly. Get your girl.
The king of Wakanda. But yeah, once it started there, like, to me, like, the scenes when like the explosions stuff happened, that was exciting. The fight scenes at the beginning were like, oh shoot, like I mean, they weren't like the best I've ever seen, but to me, I didn't think they were corny. Like, it kept me engaged.
Okay.
For figuring out what the movie was going to be about.
Right.
My biggest letdown of the movie would probably say the family. The family, when the dad and the mom got in the picture, it kind of got a little weird. The sister relationship was okay. I kind of liked it. I like her. And what's the sister name?
Yelena. Again, guys, Chuck is the guy that knows nobody's name. So
yes,
Yelena.
I'm back to that.
The mom is Melena.
Yeah, all the Lenas. But yeah, they're bickering when they were like fighting back and forth, and then she was talking about her posing, that she's a poser and stuff. That whole thing was pretty funny. So yeah, like that, the sister relationship was really good. The mom and dad and the sister kind of got like, y'all kind of, I don't know if they really need y'all in this movie. Yes. But I would definitely say Taskmaster was. I figured it out before the end of the movie. I mean, I guess most people probably
figured this out during the first trailer. I figured it out.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out once I found out that the Budapest was that. I thought she actually blew up a hospital or something, because she was saying she had so much red on the ledger. But yeah, I think it was the daughter.
Rico's daughter. The hospital fire.
Yeah.
She gets so much red dripping out.
So yeah, that was a little letdown. And then they did not stick the landing. The landing was built up to be epic. Like they were falling out the sky and stuff.
Right.
I'm like, okay, that's pretty freaking tight. Like you busting through windows and the mug still chasing her in the sky. I'm like, okay, this is about to be a cool fight scene. They just land and literally she's just like fight scene, and there's like it reminds me of like when you're fighting somebody on Mortal Kombat, but then like maybe like their controller breaks or something, they can't move, and then you just beat them like that's basically what Natasha did to Taskmaster. It was like fight scene. Jump on your face, take your mask off, pow, over. In credits. I'm like, what?
And then her only thing she said in response is when she came to is like, is he dead? Really? That's
her only thing.
That's all you gotta say?
Yeah. I agree with my boy Screen Rant, and we're talking about the speaking parts. Like you take a character that basically talks, and the whole purpose of him is like kind of what he says back and forth during the fights. Is Taskmaster on the cartoons and the comics, and then you basically cut their mouth off. He's a robot,
right?
Like so, they kind of wasted that. So, Marvel, I don't know what happened, but I don't know. I watched the movie a few times. Thought it was decent. Could have been better. Should have came out a long time ago.
Didn't sound decent the way you described it. It sounded like it wasn't that good.
That is decent. That's the decent. It's not a bad movie. I really liked the beginning. The middle was a little slow, and the ending just was good until landing. It did not take the landing. That's a decent movie to me. It's not bad. It's just not great. It's not awesome. It's decent. It's not to me. It's not the worst movie. I still think Captain Marvel's worse because Captain Marvel to me is so boring. If Samuel L. Jackson wasn't in it, I don't know how I could ever watch it.
Yeah, I thought Black Widow was worse initially, but then you reminded me how bad Brie Larson's acting was. It's like, yeah. You're right.
At least, I mean, Natasha can act. She gonna act the way she act, but she can act like Black Widow, the secret agent type of stuff. She can do that.
I will admit that if there's any failing in this movie, it's not Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson did her part perfectly. I have no problems with her whatsoever. So I will give you that. Yes, it is better.
Now, real quick, she should have died a lot in this movie.
Oh my God, yes.
She does not have any powers, and getting blown up in cars, getting hit by giant machine truck things that just ram her through a dang train station, and falling from a building and flipping all over. I'm like, God dang, she got messed up, and she's okay. She landed on her feet. Okay, all right. Black Widow, you must got some super serum up in there. So
must have been. She got something. Captain America gave her a little personal indoctrination. So I'll start out by saying I did not like this movie at all. However, I didn't hate it. There were some things I liked, as you guys heard me saying. I really enjoyed the beginning of the movie. I really like you said, seeing the family and kind of seeing how the little one, the smallest one, was like oblivious. Like they're running for their lives. She's like, I want to hear my song.
Yeah.
And then they get to the thing, and they get to the airport, and Alexei like throws the thing over the big, like, oh, okay, so he's super powered, and then he's hanging on to the airplane. Like I like all of that, and then seeing Natasha and Yelena get captured, like all of that was really, really interesting and really compelling. And I hate that they didn't kind of continue on with that, because from there it kind of went downhill. I did also like Taskmaster initially. The first time you see Taskmaster fighting Black Widow, that first fight is on point. Like, he's jumping up and dodging, deflecting all the bullets while going in the air, and then that superhero landing, and then when Black Widow tries to hit him with the helicopter kick, and then she flips it right back on her again, like, dang. Yeah, that was good. And then, that kick that Taskmaster hit Nat with at the very end, that was a dang, boy.
That's another time Nat should have been dead or hurt or injured or something. You get kicked from a giant bridge into a river. You don't just get up and be like chilling. Like, I don't know. They must have taught her how to land so she never gets hurt. I don't know what the heck is going on with her body.
She had that Tomorrow War type of landing. Like, as long as you hit water, it don't matter. But from there, I just did not like this movie at all. My main thing is this movie was pointless. It had no bearing on the rest of the Marvel Universe in no way. Like, for example, first of all, let's talk about the Red Room program. The Red Room program was only shown to be dangerous to each other. Like a perfect example, let's take Iron Man 3, okay? You got a similar type of thing here where you got a bad guy who's got a group of soldiers that he can deploy anywhere and nobody knows who they are. The difference is you got the Mandarin taking credit for their explosions. You see, you even see one of the explosions. So you see the real threat that the Mandarin soldiers have. In the Red Room, you never see them. Draco was like, I've got all these assassins. Well, kill somebody. Show us that they're dangerous to somebody. The only people you ever see them do is Yelena is killing the old Red Room girl, and then she comes good, and then the other Red Room girls try to kill Yelena, and that's it. That's the only threat that they see is to each other. So that doesn't make any sense, you know. Then you had the whole thing.
I guess he did kind of say we could starve, like because like massive explosions, starvation, or whatnot. But I mean, you're right. He didn't nothing actually happened. Like,
yeah. Grace said it. Grace said it well on her show. Show, don't tell. Show it if that's what they can do. You know, Budapest. You get all this talk about Budapest. You know, that's the main thing we learned in this movie is that it's called Budapest and not Budapest. You get two Avengers movies worth of talking about. This remind me of what happened in Budapest. What happened in Budapest? Nat blew up a girl. That's what happened in Budapest.
Y'all hid in a subway station in the vent system for a week.
Right.
Who are y'all shooting at? Like, I mean, yeah, they should have a flash, like more of the flashback that actually some of the crazy stuff that happened. Not just her blowing up a little kid, put a bomb in the kid's birth. But that's all she could do. Like all the training she got, she's just like, let me just blow up his daughter. Like she could have stuck something in like under his car or like, I mean, I'm sure he leaves the office. Like they got eyes on him all the time. Just blow him up when he leaves. Like
we're gonna put a bomb in the girl's backpack or whatever. I don't know.
Like that. I see why you got red on your ledger. Like that's horrible.
It's gushing. It's dripping. But it's like again, show don't tell. Like I don't know why Hawkeye should have been in this movie. There's no reason, in my opinion, Hawkeye should have been in. There she's talking to Yelena. Oh, these holes in my walls, they're from arrows. Freak that. Show Hawkeye shooting at Black Widow. They act like this movie was going to have a sequel. This is the movie where we're supposed to learn everything. We learned nothing. And then when you get to the end of the movie and you have this whole big deal where everybody's leaving. All right, Nat, we'll see you later. Come with us. Nah, I'm good. Come on, Nat, come with us. Nah, I'm good. And then you see Ross's soldiers come and it's like 2 weeks later.
Oh, you see her breaking away. You see her like putting a little face thing on, blending in with the crowd. Like, she didn't do nothing. Like they was like, I told you, I was like, they literally felt like, even my wife when we were watching, she was like they just like said that, all right, are we done with this movie yet? Like, can we wrap this up? Like, all right, I don't really know what else to put in here. All right, we're just gonna cut it here. Just like soon as my whole big thing was the thing exploding in the sky and then fighting on the way down, and that was all I had.
That's it. That's it. I don't know. Just wrap it up from here. The only thing that we learned about the Marvel Universe in this movie, the only thing we learned is how the Avengers got the Quinjet. Remember, Ross was like, they're getting here on a stolen Quinjet. So now we found out how the Quinjet got there. It's like, that's it. That's what we learned in this movie.
And also how she got her vest.
I didn't even know she had a vest.
That's how she got her wardrobe. Her new wardrobe in the next movie. That was big.
The helicopter scene, dude, that would completely took me out of the whole movie. When I saw the helicopter scene, it would have made so much sense if the helicopter had come up and they're like, all right, you got to get out. And like within a minute and 30 seconds, he climbed up the wall, jumped onto the helicopter, and they were gone. That would have made sense. But they were like hovering above the prison for like 5 to 10 minutes. And
them was shooting all types of guns at her. Like, she don't got no force field. Like, they going through the... I'm like,
dude, it was worse than that. It was worse than that because here's the thing. All right, first of all, you see the bullets going through the helicopter, right? But then when it goes to the cockpit, apparently it's bulletproof. But the steel in the helicopter is not. Then you see this scene where Yelena starts walking down like the hallway of the helicopter, right? And right before she starts walking, you see all these bullets go through. Then all of a sudden they stop. And she's able to walk through. She goes to the door, picks up a gun. You literally see one bullet go here, another bullet go here, skips over her, and then hits over here.
Oh gosh! Wow.
What?
I go back and look at that thing. Yeah, that they. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that wasn't a good one.
No, that was not good. And then. I just got two more things. The Red Room girls, their freedom. That was dumb, guys. That was dumb. Okay, so they get this little nanites, like somebody said. They get hit with the red burst, and all of a sudden they're like your boy Korg from Thor Ragnarok. Hey, we're gonna board this spaceship and I'll get it out of here. You want to come? Like these girls, they were captured as pre-adolescents. They were tortured. They had their reproductive organs ripped out of them. All they've known is this life. That's all they've known.
Yeah.
And all you have to do for them to be okay is just hit them with some red dust and they're all right. That's not what Avengers Age of Ultron promised us. Age of Ultron with Black Widow, and you seen that flashback, made it seem like they're torturing people, they're killing her. They did some mental stuff to them. But just to come in and be like, oh, you know what? We don't need the mental stuff at all. I can get it if they want to go to the extra extent and give them like the chemical programming. Okay, if you want to go extra, yes. But they should still have regular brainwashing. So they should not have been okay. They were like, all right, we're going to get out of here.
Okay, I get you now. So you're basically saying, like, they probably, once he got the toxin stuff, he was like, okay, we're just not going to do the regular brainwashing of torture. We're just y'all going to be straight, and then I'm just going to control y'all with my tablet. And then once they got out of that, they straight. Like, they ain't had no issues with, those type of psychological issues that would happen if somebody completely destroys your life.
They act like they're just gonna go back home and hang out with their family.
Go to the mall, just get away from here. Go live your life. Really? That's all? Like, how do we work? Like, what do I live at? What do I do for fun? Like, do I have a family? Should I go look for them?
Yeah. At the very least, they should have done something like Yelena should be like, hey, don't worry, Nat. I'm going to take care of these girls. I'm going to make sure that they get, the right therapy that they need in order to be okay. Something like that. Not just, all right, we're going to get out of here.
Y'all got more movies to write. I know. I mean, we ain't got time to tie this one up. Just kind of force this in here.
Yep, right, exactly. And then I did not like your girl, what's her name? From Seinfeld again. I mean, that was so inappropriate. Like, your girl is standing there over her sister's grave. And here goes Lady Seinfeld kind of laughing and joking.
Right. Talking about the whole Midwest is horrible. I'm like, oh my gosh.
That was just
I don't know. Every time I see her on screen, I just like, why did they pick? Like, or why did they make her be this way?
Right.
To me, I don't know. Her trying to be funny and like snarky type of thing. I don't know. To me, they should have like had her more like a serious type of, role.
Yeah.
I don't know. They do like the Ultron thing. You made like the robot like funny, like he Tony Stark type of thing. Yeah. He's supposed to be Ultron. Like, no, it's a robot. Like,
robot. Right. Exactly. It'd be much more interesting to see Lady Seinfeld be serious. Give us that unexpected. But just to see her come in and be like, try to be funny, it's just like, it's not feeling it. And then you already said it, so I won't say any more. But that final battle was just the last slap in the face. That was the last slap in the face. They built that mug up. It was about to be on. You're about to see Black Widow overcome this super fighter that probably could be anybody in the Marvel Universe. Yeah. And it was over in like 2 seconds.
The problem, one thing with me is like Marvel had a lot of different movies they could have could have copied a little bit with this type of movie. Like, I mean, Angelina Jolie literally did almost this exact same type of character background on
was it Ice? Was that what it's called?
That was Stealth or something like that. But like basically, she's like a Russian operative or something, and then like she's running from them, but she don't even think that she is. Like the whole basically we don't even think she is. Like we're like, is she really? She's really. I don't know. Maybe they just come after the wrong girl, and then you find out, oh, she really is the dang chick. They done brainwashed us all. Like we as the audience didn't even know it until like middle of the movie.
Oh,
and then seeing that fight scene with just regular people, huh? Salt, yeah, there you go. And seeing that fight scene, was ridiculous. Like they had a good fight scene, and she always, Angelina always get all beat up and bloody. Like she be in them real fights.
Right. She been in the Daredevil fights.
Like she getting punched by people. She like blood coming out the lips and stuff. I'm like, damn. Like so, but yeah, they could have used some of that. They could have used some of Mission Impossible, to kind of like always be one step. I know they use the face thing, kind of like how Mission Impossible do it, but they didn't use that so much with Natasha getting kind of old. Right. And now I guess we won't see Natasha no more. So that's only, and you use that in Winter Soldier, and then basically in every other movie after that.
Every movie with Winter Soldier in it. Yeah, she does that.
Like we just take the face
Somebody
thing
does
off.
that.
Face thing. I'm like, okay. Maybe we should start looking for that. But yeah, that was one thing I was just like, y'all had a lot of different movies to make this really, really dope. So, and they could have did better with the fights. Like them should have been, I don't know. I was looking for like vintage Black Widow. Like she was like completely destroying people. Like she like on Iron Man 2 when she walked up in the place, like the first time we met her, like she ain't never did that again. Right. She done beat every dude up in there and hung him up by his neck and killed like 10 dudes while wasn't just was punching one guy. And that was a ridiculous scene right there. Right. And she never comes back to that ever.
Nah. So have I succeeded in bringing down your opinion of this movie at least a little bit?
I still said it was decent. Is about as much as I give it. Because I just watched it. I watched it like 4 or 5 times. So like it's on Disney Plus. I didn't have to go to the theater and do it. I mean, I watched. So I guess that's one thing because it's not. I wasn't hyped about it, and then I didn't go spend like $45 to $100 with my family at the theaters to watch it. I just like, I got $30 just to watch it. Okay, and then wife left, and she watched the rest of it at the house, on the room. Like, so it was just like a regular movie I watched on Netflix. I wasn't like super like been out of shape about it. It was just like, okay, it was decent. I enjoyed. I had a decent experience. It could have been better, but it's Netflix, but Disney Plus.
Yeah, like I said, it's all about expectation, guys. So what do you guys think? Did you expect it to be good? Did you expect it to be bad? And then were you disappointed either way? Was it better than you thought or worse than you thought? I personally think it's one of the worst Marvel movies. What do you guys think? One of our contrarian, our former co-worker here, Mr. Danny, thinks it's like best movie, third best movie he's seen this year. And definitely one of the top Marvel movies. So what do you think about that?
Much this year, bro. It's like ain't nothing big even came out yet that people love.
It's still not on the list.
Fast 9. I mean, what you gonna rate that against?
Tomorrow War, not better than that. No,
it wasn't better than that.
Kong versus Godzilla. No,
it wasn't better than that. It was. I would say as good as that, but Kong, you got what you wanted with that. I mean, you want a storyline with that. Look at our review on that one.
Check that out. I wanted on this one. Of course, guys, you've got to subscribe to survive. This is Color Commentary.
I'm sorry.
I don't know how to end this one either. So, peace.
Saturday morning.